gratitude comes from the Latin word, and it means grace, gratefulness. According to Psychology Today and according to different researchers, gratitude has to do with increased emotional well-being and increased health. And the reason that they have found it is because they have found that practicing gratitude has to do with increasing coping skills. Practicing gratitude decreases problems in relationships and increases healthy relationships. Practicing gratitude also increases your immune system, increases psychological health, increases physical health. So we're seeing that gratitude has a lot of different aspects that are good for you. And also the scriptures say God tells us to be thankful in everything, in every circumstance. God calls us to be thankful, to be grateful. Gratitude also has to do, and I found this very interesting, that it decreases anxiety, it decreases envy, it decreases jealousy, bitterness. And interestingly enough, it also decreases a negative sense of entitlement. So in the midst of everything that is going on around us, in the midst of any situation, as a parent, you can teach your child and adolescent to practice gratitude. And you know that this is something that it's not only going to be good for them, but also it's going to establish healthy coping skills throughout their life. So one area that I would like to encourage you is to practice by example. Our kids listen more to what we say by our example than what we say by our words. So how can you practice gratitude? How can you teach your children to be grateful? And I just want to say that gratitude can be contagious. So as you start practicing gratitude, not only do you want to do more, but also the people around you are impacted by it. They're affected and they want to do more as well. So what are some areas that as a parent you can practice and you can increase gratitude in your home? Well, for one, when you get home from work every day, or when the family comes together at the end of the day, as a parent, you can share at least 3 things that you were grateful for on that day. And you know what? Make sure that it's simple. Don't try, sometimes we can think in our mind that we can try to elaborate and come up with these great things with these huge words, but bring it down to your child's level, bring it down to your adolescent's level, and just share something that they can relate to, that they can understand, and they can also practice. For example, you can say, I am so grateful that this morning I had the opportunity to have breakfast with you. Or I am so grateful that today after school we had the opportunity to sit down and watch a movie together or play a game together. So your child is listening and saying, oh, you're grateful for that. So not only are you building their self-esteem, not only are you increasing communication, but you're also teaching them to be grateful of those special family moments. The other thing that you can also do is you can do a family collage. You can do a family activity. It can be done once a week. And what do? You bring the whole family together. It's a family night event. And what you guys can do is you can either set up a big board, you can get a scrapbook, and have everyone bring something that they're grateful for. It doesn't have to be something that happened throughout the week, even though that would be ideal, but it can be something that happened that month, something that they can bring, that they can be grateful about. And be creative. Maybe one of your children likes to draw, so they can draw. Or someone else likes magazines. They can look through magazines and express themselves through those images and pictures. And this activity not only, again, increases communication, increases relationship, but it builds these healthy coping skills that can go on from generation to generation. And the last thing that I would like to share with you is volunteering. Teach your children and your adolescents, it's never too late to teach them to volunteer, to give selflessly. And what does that mean? Well, teach them to help others. They can volunteer at church. They can volunteer with an organization. They can find an organization that is doing work in the community, and they can give. And the kids feel so proud. They feel so great that they're like, oh wow, I took this and you know what? I gave to someone. And volunteering is something that can be established in your family, and it can move generation to generation. And another thing about volunteering is it's an opportunity to practice grace. Remember at the beginning we said that the word grateful comes, when you look at it in the Latin, it means grace. So it's an opportunity for your child to practice grace.